What are we doing today, Paul?
Well, we're going to install a Nuve Thermostat. Look at this guy, it's already torn open.
Now we're going to give you an assessment on whether it's easy or hard to install compared to most thermostats.
Yeah, this is a real simple design.
We'll do a little tutorial in here too about how to install these, I guess, with Paul and Paul Olsen of Koala Cooling here in Austin, Texas. We need a cooling company. But we're also going to talk about the features of this product. It's kind of an unusual product. It allows you to, like, as a heating and cooling company, have a little bit more control with the thermostat, so you can monitor it remotely, but it also allows you to brand it, so you have your little brand in the home. In this case, we're going to do Hook Agency's brand, not Koala Cooling's, but I really appreciate you guys helping us out. And of course, we're excited to use you guys at our Airbnb here in Austin, Texas, and get on your membership plan. Do you guys have a membership plan?
Yep, we call it the Koala Club.
And you can mix the Nuve. I know that he talks about this being a retention tool, but you can mix them too.
Yeah.
Hey, why not?
I love it. I like it. Initially, this is the first one I've actually worked on. So we have not installed this product yet. It is pretty new to the market. So
we're kind of doing like how hard or easy it is to install here. So we're, at the end, we're going to get a percentage. Like this is an 85% or a 35% on how easy it is to install. Is that okay?
Yeah.
You're going to give us an honest, true assessment?
For sure.
So these, this is like Honeywell thing or something?
Yeah, so.
And it's like, these things are kind of outdated, or most people still have these, or what is this?
They're outdated.
They're outdated?
Yeah.
So you guys are always trying to update people's...
Yeah, they work just fine. That one you can schedule.
I never can figure them out. I'm like trying to figure out the auto, I'm trying to figure out the schedule thing. I can never quite figure it out. So personally, I think I would, as a, like kind of an idiot homeowner, I think I would say I'd much prefer something a little bit more intuitive than this. I'm used to like Apple products and stuff like that, personally.
Yeah.
Talk us through what you're doing as you're doing it.
I'm just checking if they wired it standard to our area, being red to R, yellow to Y, blue to common, white to W, and green to, it should be fan, but yeah, G. So Kyle's looking at the color match. And so when we go into this panel on here, you can see red. I'm gonna grab my little screwdriver here so I can point these out easier. So we will be matching red back to R. Blue's gonna go to common, green's gonna go to G, yellow's gonna go to Y1, and W1 is gonna be your white wire. So you have multiple heat settings and cooling settings on this, but you have single stage equipment. So I'm not worried about Y2, W2, W3. I'm not worried about all of those. Okay. We don't have a heat pump here, so I'm not worried about O or B here. It's just a straight cool unit. And this is actually pretty simple here. We're just gonna push those in. They're push lock in. Now that wire's locked, so he's good there. Bring the blue around and put him in.
So far seems fairly intuitive to you as someone who puts these together?
Yeah, this is a real simple design with the quick lock. As long as we make good contact, get that wire all the way in, we don't have to worry about tightening those screws, so I probably won't need this little screwdriver. So let's look and see here. What I like about this stat so far, and I haven't even got all the way in, is I really like the built-in level, which is kind of an interesting feature here, which tells me when I'm installing it that it's gonna be pretty straight, right? Yeah. My screw holes here were a little bit off, and in order to change that, I'd have to put new holes in the sheetrock. Don't really need to do that right now. For this, it's so close, it's not gonna be noticeable, I don't believe. We'll see what happens when Vika comes in.
She won't care.
For an initial install of this guy, I liked how simple it was, super easy, really user-friendly. I would give it a pro level B on the push connectors, but on overall, so far, I'm gonna give it an A. I haven't gone through the programming on it yet, but I really like how simple it is to put in, and the fact that as a built-in level, makes it really easy to not mess it up. And I'm saying that because as technicians, we often overlook the little things, and being level can be a big thing to a client. Was the blue actually connected to common? Yeah. Okay, so the blue was connected to common. They were using batteries on the thermostat to power it earlier, and so the blue wasn't necessary in that. So because the new one does not have a battery system, it is having to be connected to the common.
What are the most common ones kind of like this? Like Nest, is that one that's kind of like this?
Yeah, Nest is very similar. I actually like this one better than Nest's plugins, so to speak. This one gives you a lot more room to do it, right? So here I've got more room to work in here to get those lined up. So they definitely outperform Nest. I'm not a fan of Nest, so I would definitely install this for sure over a Nest any day.
I think it's also, you know, obviously the purported value of this one is like the Nest is getting the brand recognition on that one. And in this one, it can be the Koala. The Koala thermostat.
Nest is owned by Google. Like that's who runs Nest. And so when you're talking about something that it's only there for it to make your home smart, right? There's other ways to do smarter home systems that you don't have to require the Google device to do that. And so I think there are other smart thermostats that are just better to communicate with the systems than that. I mean, Google, as you would know, Tim, as a marketer, Google is highly focused on ease of use for the user. But if you're ever in the back end of anything Google, it almost is always highly complex and sometimes not easy for you to work with. And when you talk about the different manufacturers having to work with this very universal system, it's not made to be easy for them. It's made to be easy for that customer to quickly set from their phone or turn like that. And sometimes it just doesn't work well with the system. So it's easy for the customer to deal with it, hard for the system too. And so they just don't play nice together all the time. Tim, you said you don't like this. Why do you not like this?
It just looks like a nut cup to me. I mean, and also like this thing is actually pretty.
Yeah, it's a sleek look.
It actually is like a kind of modern vibes, and if I put that on it, I feel like it wouldn't be as modern.
Yeah, I'm not really sure because you've got this. I mean, could be said looks like a hockey puck.
Yeah, for me that looks slick though. Like I like simple shit. Like I'm painting things on the wall that are just white, you know.
Not with that up on the top. That doesn't look as clean as
yeah, I get it. It's just like bring out the light,
if it were
colors a little bit.
If it were rounded, where it actually fully like set rounded on its edges, yeah, I would like it a little bit more. But that does look a little awkward. That's because you got the speakers picking up your voice and the mic.
Oh, is that?
So it's got to leave those open, or it's gonna get muffled out.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I didn't push it all the way in.
Wait, what? You can like ask it to turn down the temperature?
I don't know if it looks like it has a mic on it.
That's crazy. That's cool.
Yeah, it definitely has a mic.
Is that something the Nest have too?
There's they don't, or they do actually. Nest do have it.
But that's sick. Actually, I didn't know new school thermostats had that.
Not all of them. I mean, this is definitely top end of the market. I would say that this is definitely one of the top end of the market stats, if not the top, for features and professional installation. It's definitely a good stat so far. I mean, obviously, haven't got the programming yet, and we'll see how difficult it is. But I would assume it's not going to be that difficult.
Hey, how do you like the look of this thermostat?
Paul, what was easier, installing the thermostat or this picture right here?
The thermostat was way easier.
Does it kind of like elevate the space a little, like with a modern looking thermostat? And look at June, she loves it.
She thinks it's amazing.
So this allows for me to insert the Service Titan job number and then check the autofill field so you don't have to, so that's actually really cool. But we don't have a Service Titan job on this one.
And then we got our logo there. And in your guys' case, obviously it'd be the Koala Cooling for future ones if you did these. Do you think that would actually affect your kind of brand recognition or like anything like real and is that offered by any other companies? The logo thing?
Not directly on the.
Not on the screen like that, but actually it's super cool to be able to put that on there.
And I mean, I'm not sure how you guys uploaded the logo, but I would probably make sure we have a phone number in it with as well. In all honesty.
Yeah, but you also can I think you can tap it and then it does.
Oh, okay.
Look at that. And in this case, I'd probably connect that to you guys since you're going to actually be servicing this place.
Yep.
But I just think that as a marketing guy, as simple as that is to me very sexy.
That's next level for sure.
It looks good. Looks sick. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, no problem. Final rating, this guy, I'm gonna tell you with the logo on it, how easy it is to set up, hook up, connect. I mean, this is definitely gonna get a 5 out of 5 stars.
What about if it was a percentage? Because I don't want it to be a perfect number.
It's not gonna be a perfect number.
Okay, but what about if you're doing out of 100%? What would you give it?
Out of 100%, I'm giving it a 95.
95. And you kind of talked about a couple drawbacks.
Yeah.
What would be your actual favorite, like positive about it?
Ease. It's super easy to install, super easy to set up. I think it's gonna be super easy for the customer to do what they want to do, even on the interface. And I haven't even been on the app. I bet you the app is even easier than the interface. The interface is very intuitive.